Mohammed, ó máa gbé pé this meeting is being streamed the one thing. Sáré tẹ okay tó bá yẹ gbé wá.
The President and Johnson Engineers, represented by Engineer Bodalawe. I got the mail very late last night, sir, from the President's office that you are this occasion. Thank you for coming all the way from the back to represent the President. Thank you. Please come to the answer for me. Deputy President in Council, represented by Engr. President called last and said she has to be Calabar for an event this morning. So that's why the President just came from Egypt last night. So that's why I was saying, oh, let's send somebody to come and represent him at this event. And when we were discussing with him, when I was discussing with him before the last week on this event at the national headquarters in Lagos, he told me, yes, Baba is our father. So I have to really here. I don't know that it will come in between last week and this week, and he will represent it. So permit me to do some modification right now. Engineer Papa Sunday Oshodi, please come to the right table on this side. Also, I want to call, permit me to heavily welcome my immediate past chairman, one of the Mogaji in Ibadan. You know when you say Mogaji in Ibadan, you mean what it means? That's what it's Olubadan in waiting. It was it's Olubadan in waiting. So you are welcome, Engineer Ajani, OES Ajani. The only man that there are three names that are Nigerian, Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa that I know. You are welcome, FNSE, FNIEE, you are welcome, sir. Also, let me also use this occasion to call upon one of the members of the House of Assembly, all the way from Ibadan, to come to the table. Please, sir, choose one who will come, sir. You think your honorable, please come to the high table. Come to the high table. You say you need honorable Simon. Okay, I can. Okay, you are welcome, sir. Honorable Samino Fadahunsi, aka Walikana. You are welcome, sir. That's why I said let me do some modification to the item. Going forward, also I have some people that need to quickly recognize. Also, here we have our Ibadan chapter chairman, Dr. Aswadabe, FNSE, NIEE. You can please write up. Also, I have the family of Baba. You know one thing that I do that we used to, that I know is that Baba is our father, one of the founding father in engineering. And I know you can talk of engineering in Nigeria without talking of Baba, Chief S.O. Fadahunsi. Our father that worked on so many things in terms of the FNSE, FNWE, OFR, a lot of other friends and members of other Nigeria. So I quickly go to my address. I don't want to waste too much time. Please, I will recognize the family of Baba. You're welcome. I know they are more than this. Only one who is permitted to say is our director. Well, also let me recognize the integrated fellow of the institution at present, or the fellow at National Expo. Please, you are welcome. The members of today, awardee, here present, you are welcome. Also, members of the institution. Please permit me to say there's one of those things before, because I know I need to quickly do this. What are we discussing today on the topic of our father? That's what Fadahunsi. As well as trying to implement on what policy toward the sustainable what environment. We know that no way you can do it without environment. All of us cannot live. If you live, you know what's happening all over the world. You know what's happening in our society. A lot of environmental issues has come up, and rising up every day, and so that's why we're talking about. Today, we talk the role of environmental engineers in what policy for national development and environment. So, what's it? Ladies and gentlemen, access to clean water, proper sanitation, hygiene practice is not just a basic human right, but a driving force behind national development. Today, I want to discuss the role of our engineers in strategic implementation of what policy for nation progress. What do you understand by WASH? Water, sanitation, hygiene, policy are the backbone of ensuring these essential needs are met for every citizen. And engineers, in their technical expertise, and if they are supposed to be instrumental at every stage to development. So the policy arrangements developed by the national government, all the states also have demonstrated that, and you will see they need for what to do, to do justice to this policy. So the policy tackles so many areas, and about in-depth research, analysis, data, water sources, sanitation facilities, hygiene practice, empirical data are also collected to talk about them. So we need at this time to start thinking, how do we move this policy for the growth of our nation? During the experience phase of the work policy, environmental engineers play a similar role in ensuring safe and efficient infrastructure are put in place. We must be to ensure engineering infrastructures are there with cost effectiveness that will be very, very, very environmental sustainable. Well, at this time, I don't want to say that we are vital to the development of our growth in this sanitation policy. If we want to grow, the projects have been done, programs, and the projects are going to become, we must take advantage of those infrastructure. Everybody's waiting, nobody's waiting for local, everybody's not like a national venture intervention again. Everybody's talking about local equipment. So we must come together and bring out local solutions that are genuine, that are localized, that we can use to solve environmental challenges in this sector. You agree with me that number of practices, a lot of practices that's happening, they are just unsafe for environment. Somebody will, I just want to mention some more. Some will do it in nylon and throw it to the backyard of somebody. Some don't try the facility in the house. They don't even have it. They don't water, no clean water, nothing. And even the one that's happening, even when it's happening in our home, what about our schools? What is happening? The people are changing. I was still talking about it. And we can go to today, and they need to do something. They are not the local solutions that we want you to provide. And when you do those things, like, we know what's happening. We know what we're doing. They are communicating their appeals. That's appeal, second appeal, and don't, and they are complaining about diseases, waterborne diseases. How do you expect it? Nothing. It must come because we saw you. Things that we want to do to accept. And foster acceptance. Look at what's going and tailor solutions along that. Look at, we have beliefs also. I believe them say some, they must use water to solve after they are going to the second house. The second house, they must use water. Some will make and never use tissue. Some will not. So if you design solutions that are not local, along the beliefs of people, you can't solve that, not yet solve that problem. That creates lots of problems for them. So on that, I would say we are making contributors to this development of infrastructure. So let us find a way to ensure clean access to water, proper sanitation, and infrastructure, also that we can solve reduce the issue of waterborne disease. So you can see, and what will happen right now, we have low mortality rates, and we can also talk about things that we need to do to ensure. So we need to look at, and one thing leads to another. When you have poor hygiene, you also it leads to what? It leads to several things, and some things it leads to several diseases and what we call ecological imbalance in our environment. So I want to charge us as professionals in the field of environmental engineers, as engineers, as to do what face the challenges and let's solve the problems of environmental challenges in this sector. So we need to come together. If we must see growth, if we must see development together, if we must solve the problems of open delegation, we must come together, and it's still happening everywhere. In any state in Nigeria, it's still happening. There's some places you can never, they say that forget it, I can't use it. Just put is what I'm used to. I'll still keep doing it. And days are over when we can see, and some are using even well-constructed toilet, and what is happening is that they are empty. When they flush, you go to the environment without any proper treatment, and once you go there, that's why you are using proper and what we call modern toilets. That's the only environment. So we need to solve this problem and address this so that we can have an efficient system in place and that will complement the policy of government in this system. Thank you very much for your coming. And on that note, I declare this meeting open. Welcome, sir. And we have a good time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Like you rightly said, wash policy is germane in the world today for the environment. We all know how much water, how important it is, better sanitation, and proper hygiene. Most of the things we have today, waterborne diseases, are caused by most times not being enough, being impure, and mixed other areas. Thank you very much, sir, for the welcome address. Thank you, sir. So moving on now, let's call on Engineer Ayodele Augustine Antonio to help me recite the citation for our father who met today, Fadahunsi, FNSE, FNIEE, OFR. Oh, sorry for that, sorry. I'd like to call on Engineer Bella Olowe, who is standing for National President FNSE, to give his opening remark. Sorry for that.
Chairman, National Chairman, Government Commission, Nigeria Society of Engineers. Our guest speaker, who is also our incoming national president, they are the representative engineers of Kutala, the chairman, board of fellows of the Nigeria Society of Engineers, and Babashidoshi. And Fadahunsi, who is the son of our honoree today, and has always been standing in for Baba, here in the house since Baba departed. And our honorable, all other protocols duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. I have here with me the address of our president, Nigeria Society of Engineers, Engineer Tassiu Saad Kudri, Gitari Udil, FNSE. Having observed all protocols, once again, we gather to remember and honor one of our own, the fellow of the great and honorable Nigeria Society of Engineers, and also a former national president of the Nigeria Society of Engineers, late engineer Chief S.O. Fadahunsi, FNSE, at this memorial lecture in his honor. Events like this brings us the opportunity to discuss issues of concern at large as it relates to our profession and our society, thereby putting our thoughts together and provide solutions to identified problems. The theme of this year's lecture speaks to strategic implementation of WASH policy towards a sustainable environment. WASH, as we all know it, is water, sanitation, and hygiene. Is critical to sustainable development goals, safely manage water and sanitation services, and adequate, equitable, and hygiene for all. And it will drive progress, particularly in health, gender equality, and livelihoods. As such, WASH must be central to climate adaptation plans. Government must therefore ensure that water and sanitation services and hygiene behaviors and facilities can withstand and be sustained during and after climate-related disasters, including helping to protect public health in an uncertain future. Without water, sanitation, and hygiene, people's well-being, dignity, and opportunities will severely compromise. I therefore urge all to pay attention and take down notes for action. As we listen to the guest speaker, the incoming president, Mrs. Margaret, I know, FNSE, on the subject matter. Again, let me remind you, the 2023 edition of the Society's Annual Engineering Conference and Exhibition is scheduled to hold from Monday, November 27 to Friday, December 1st, 2023, at the International Conference Center, Abuja, with the theme, Re-engineering the manufacturing sector for competitiveness and enhanced growth. I therefore encourage you to register and be at the conference. It promises to be impactful and a great platform for networking with over 6,000 engineers and other professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, also, you are all invited to the lectures to launching of the NIEE Smart Innovation Hub scheduled to hold on the 13th September 2023 by 11 a.m. at the Auditorium, National Engineering Center, Abuja. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me once again happily congratulate the chairman, Engineer Cheson Odukoya, FNSE, FNSE, FNIEE, and the entire membership of NIEE as we continue to promote a sustainable environment. I therefore welcome you all to this gathering, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the lecture. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you, sir, Engineer Balalowe, for standing for FNSE President. Thank you very much, sir. Next on our agenda, I'd like to call on for the section of Fadahunsi, FNSE, FNIEE, OFR, CON, Engineer Antonio Augustine Idili, the former Chairman of LASEPA, the Vice Chairman of NIEE as well. Welcome, sir.
I be mandated to take the citation of our father, the person of Engineer Chief Samuel Olatunde Fadahunsi, FNSE, OFR, and CO. Chief Samuel Olatunde Fadahunsi, of blessed memory, was one of the Nigeria's most accomplished and celebrated civil engineers. In a public career spanning over 50 years, after graduating in England in 1954, as a civil engineer, Chief Fadahunsi established for himself an enviable reputation as Nigeria's leading water engineer. He initiated and was actively involved professionally in the building of water dams and supply all over the old Western region. All these dams are still in existence today. In a fitting written tribute to him in the year 2009, his old friend and equally distinguished professional colleague, the Venerable Engineer B.B. Oyebolu, described him as a legend of our time, an astute and forthright Nigerian, a man of many parts, a great professional engineer, a man of principle, and a deeply religious person. No one who knew Chief Fadahunsi intimately will disagree with his estimation of him. Chief Fadahunsi was born on March 17th, 1920, in Ora, a village near Lauro, into a well-known Ijesha family with royal lineages on both sides. His father hailed from Lauro family, one of the warlord groups of the Ijesha Council of Chiefs, that assisted the Owa in running the Ijesha Kingdom, while his mother was a direct descendant of the ruling Owa of the Bilaro Royal family. It was he who founded the village of Itagumodi, now famous for its rich gold deposits. Loro, Ijesha, Osun State. After primary school in Ilesha, Osogbo, and Ibadan, and other schools in the different western region, 1927 to 1936. Chief Fadahunsi early promise and brilliance took him to the prestigious college, Government College Ibadan, in 1937, where he joined other equally brilliant students. Among these were the late Professor Olu Mabayoje, the outstanding physician, the late Dr. Timothy M. and the well-known writer who, like Chief Fadahunsi, later distinguished himself in civil engineering, Obi Obembe, and Chief M. Akam, who read economics at Paul University in England, and later became the chief accountant of the old ECA. Mention must be made in this connection of other outstanding engineers. Chief Teju Oyeleye, one of the founders of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, now late himself. In the year 1943, during the World War II, Chief Fadahunsi entered the newly established Yaba Higher College to read civil engineering, along with 9 other students selected from all over colonial Nigeria. This fortuitous situation was to make him develop a healthy relationship and respect for other Nigerians. Yaba offered only a diploma course in engineering there. In 1946, Chief Fadahunsi graduated from Yaba with a diploma in civil engineering and took up appointment in the Colonial Public Works Department, PWD. His first assignment as a trainee assistant engineer was at the Osogbo Ede Water Supply, an experience that led him later to his professional career to concentrate on water engineering, in which he was to excel. In 1948, 2 years after I left the Yaba Higher College, he won an Afun scholarship to study civil engineering at the FNSE Polytechnic in London. After graduating in 1952 from FNSE with an honors degree in civil engineering, he spent 2 years working for Cubitt, a well-known British engineering company. He returned home in 1954 and was appointed a full engineer at the Public Works Department, from where he had won a scholarship to FNSE. He had wanted to serve in either the whole eastern region or the north. He was instead posted to Ibadan, from where he was transferred to Osogbo as the district engineer. 2 years later, he was appointed the town engineer at the Ibadan City Council, succeeding an expatriate engineer. It was as the town engineer in Ibadan. He was the town engineer in Ibadan that he began to attract a lot of attentions as competent professional engineer. He returned to England in 1957 for postgraduate training as a water engineer at Road Research Institute, Hammersworth, London, 1957 to 1958, where he began to develop keen professional interests. On returning home in 1958, he served as a senior engineer in various towns in the whole Western region, including Ibadan, Abeokuta, and Benin. I was soon after appointed the chief water engineer in the whole Western region. His senior colleague and close friend, Dr. T.M. and was appointed the controller of works and later permanent secretary. In 1959, he married his beautiful fiancée, Miss Elizabeth Yabo Jonah, who was a senior staff of Shell and soon after left Western Region Public Service to join the newly established Lagos Executive Development Board, NIEE, first as a deputy and later as the CEO of the agency. It was in this capacity that his reputation for professional diligence and competence soared beyond the confines of the old Western region. It was under his watch at the LEDB that the reclamation of Victoria Island, the demolition of slums in central Lagos, and the development of the community in Lagos was intensified. He was also responsible for the development of FNSE and Engr later, following the series of probes of the agency by the military government of Lagos State. He was never found guilty of any financial or professional misconduct. He was subsequently appointed the chairman of the Federal Housing Authority, FHA, and later the chairman of the Osogbo Steel Rolling Mills. On retiring from the public service, he set up his own engineering consultancy, the Comprehensive Engineering Consultants, with his cousin, Engineer Femi Ibiuke, now deceased, as a partner. The company has been hugely successful. He was the chairman, Reno's Construction Company, Nigeria Limited. He was also the founder and chairman of Fadahunsi Housing Foundation. Chief Fadahunsi belongs to a generation that extends excellence in academic and professional career to every sphere of human endeavors. He was a former president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and a former president of the Council for Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, CORE. He was a fellow of the Institute of Civil Engineers, Great Britain, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers, honorary surveyors and valuers, fellow Institute of Water Engineers and scientists. United Kingdom, Foundation Fellow, the Nigerian Academy of Engineering. He was a member, Lagos State Sports Council, between 1993 to 1968. Member, Caretaker Committee, Lagos City Council, 1966 to 1970. Member, International Arbitration Panel for the construction of Ashejire Dam, 1970. Member, United Nations Panel of Experts on Housing Finance, 1970. Member, Board of Governors, Harvard College of Technology, 1972 to 1975. Member of Senate, University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos, for 3 years. Member, Institute of Directors, Member Board of National Electric Power Authority, now Power Holding Company of Nigeria. Former Chairman of Super Steel Rolling Mills Company Limited. Chairman, Interministerial Panel for Information for formation of Western Nigeria Water Corporation. West Africa joined group of professional engineers, 1968 to 1969. Chairman, Industrial Research Council of Nigeria, 1971 to 1974. Chairman, Weber Board Estates, 1963 to 1975. Chairman, Federal Housing Authority, 1976 to 1986. Commissioner, Nigerian Boy Scout Movement, 1965. A life member, Association of Housing Corporations of Nigeria. He has many professional publications to his credit, including research reports as well as housing finance. For his service to the nation, he received Nigerian National Honor of Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, OFR, in 1982, and the Commander of the Order of Niger, CON, in the year 2022. Chief Fadahunsi has been happily described in the following words by his old friend, late Justice Caldish, JSC, himself as celebrated jurist. He is by every letter of the world an aristocrat, but of the humblest piece of humanity, his kindness is proverbial as he seeks to help others, a strange combination in a highly principled, soft-spoken man. His aristocratic bearing and impeccable manners at home and in public endeared him to many, including his professional colleagues. He was a man of deep conviction in what he believed in. And this often led him into trouble with the military authorities during the long period military rule in Nigeria. He had a fulfilling and very happy family life. His wife of 5 years, Chief Mrs. Elizabeth Yabo Fadahunsi, nee Jonah, a dutiful and the hotel wife was always at his side. They were virtually inseparable, socially, even unto the end when Chief Fadahunsi had become quite frail due to old age. She was a gracious hostess who made everyone welcome in their comfortable room of Marine Road, Apapa. They have 5 children, all of whom are professionally accomplished. Chief Samuel Olatunde Fadahunsi was 94 years old at his death on the 12th of August, year 2004.
Thank you very much, sir, for the sufficient resource. As we have all listened, we've all read ourselves. Case of Fadahunsi led a fulfilling life. 94 years, but he achieved more than what I'm doing, like 150 years. It was quite remarkable. That's why we're going to celebrate him, also to learn new things through his works. While our father, Dantoni, was reading this to us, 2 of our board secretaries joined us today. First, I'd like to call the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Science and Technology, Engineer Mrs. Bilola Alafuke Kasumu, FNSE, FNSE. Also, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transport, Engineer Blafiz, Bola Otoriola, FNSE, FNIEE. Next on our agenda, I'd like to call Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, I'd like to call on Engineer Olaniyi Oshoba, FNIEE. I apologize, sir. Adeniyi, to read to us the edition of our guest speaker. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
While I stand on the existing protocol, I want to say good afternoon to everyone and welcome you to this wonderful occasion. I've been tasked with the duty to read the citation of our guest speaker, who is represented by Engineer Kubata. Welcome, ma'am. Engineer Margaret Ainokunta, the Deputy President in Council, Nigerian Society of Engineers, FNSE, FNSE. Engineer Margaret Ainokunta, also known as Kiriyu, is an exceptional leader, an engineer whose life embodies the values of diligence, teamwork, excellence, competence, integrity, and vision. With a Bachelor's of Engineering degree in Chemical Engineering from the University of Benin and a distinguished career in engineering, she has consistently demonstrated a commitment to professional development and service. Throughout her journey in the engineering field, Engineer Mutala has achieved numerous milestones. Inducted as a corporate member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers in 1996, registered with the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria currently the same year, elevated to the rank of Fellow of FNSE in 2010, earned the prestigious title of Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, NSCG, distinguished as a Fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, IMC, acquired certification as an environmental consultant, displaying her versatility. Engineer Okuntala's career commenced as a youth corporal with North Bureau Limited in Kano, followed by an impactful role as a chemical sales executive with Afro International Enterprises Limited in Lagos. where she eventually ascended to the position of marketing manager. In 1992, she ventured into entrepreneurship, establishing BAMSAT Nigeria Limited, which has since flourished and expanded into diverse sectors, including environmental consultancy, oil and gas services, fire and safety. Her service to various organizations is equally remarkable. Managing partner at BAMSAT Engineering Limited, a valued board member of Black House Media, the dedicated council member of the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, Korean, an esteemed member of the Governing Council of Lagos State Polytechnic, and an active member of the College Industry Board at Covenant University in Utah. Margaret's leadership qualities emerged early in her life as she held positions of responsibility, including prefect at St. Clair's Grammar School of Kwara State and treasurer of the Engineering Society during her university years. Within the NSE, she has served with distinction as chairman of the NSE Kenya branch from 2009 to 2011, where she oversaw the completion of the branch's secretariat and its relocation. She was three-term vice president 2014, 2015, and 2016, where she introduced innovative partnerships to enhance NSE's visibility and member welfare, notably securing a significant partnership with Samsung. She attracted sponsorships for various NSE events, contributing significantly to the society's financial health. Engineer Buntala's contribution extends beyond NSE. Dedicated member of the Association of Professional Women's Engineers of Nigeria, APOEN, and chairman of the 2017 Conference Planning Committee. She was actively involved in the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers and the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria, APOEN, as a council member. Our accomplishments have not gone unnoticed, with over 53 awards, recognizing her contribution to engineering and beyond, including multiple NSE presidential awards and APOEN Innovative Leader Award. She's a passionate mentor and advocate for networking. She serves as a matron of Nigerian Universities and Human Society, Engineering Students Association of NUESA, and the Association of Campus Journalists, reflecting her commitment to nurturing the next generation of engineers. Engineer Margaret Aino Buntala, FNSE, Irilu, as it's fondly called, stands as an exemplar of engineering excellence and dedicated service, making her an invaluable asset in the engineering profession and society at large. So we deserve applause to
Thank you so much. The president of the foremost engineering institution in Africa, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Said Kasiru FNSE, represented by Engineer Bola Olowe, FNSE. Welcome, sir. National Chairman of NIEE, Engineer SM Udukoya, FNSE. Our giant, our daddy, because he still lives, so I'm not going to use Lect for him, the rep of the family of Chief S.O. Fadahunsi, FNSE, CON or OFR, the welcome, sir, and all the family members here present. Honorable Saminu Fadahunsi, member of your State House of Assembly. Engineer Babatunde also the FNSE chairman board of fellows of NIEE, past chairman of NIEE, especially my big brother, Engineer O.S. Ajani, FNSE, actually in the house. I'm actually here to present our mommy, the deputy president of our society and president-elect, the first female deputy president in 64 years of NSE. A STEM advocate, a mentor extraordinary. One of the very few women that are pushing for the progress of women globally. one of the very few engineering icons that we have in the country. Engineer Margaret, I know Oguntala, FNSE. I'm only here to deliver the lecture on her behalf. She is unavoidably absent today. She loves to be here, but she had conflicting engagements in Calabar. So she had to travel to Calabar this morning. So I'll try as much as possible to try to fit in, because I know I cannot fit into her shoes. I'm too small to be in her shoes. I don't try to use the little I have to see how I can explain some of the things that she gave me to deliver today. I also welcome all our fellows in the house, all engineers, all the permanent secretaries that are here present, fellow engineers, gentlemen of the press, you are all welcome. The topic she's actually discussing today, she has some slides. Strategic implementation of WASH policy towards a sustainable environment. Okay, I have the slide with me so I can go ahead. I have on the outline, I'm going to discuss, introduce what WASH is, components of WASH, WASH policy, importance of WASH policy, strategic implementation framework. What is WASH? What stands for water, sanitation, and hygiene. Everybody around inside this room knows about hygiene. And if you go to the restroom, you come back, you need to wash your hands. But lately now, we are being told with the advent of COVID, I need to wash as many times as possible. We're also being taught on how best to even wash our hands. And I'm very, very happy that we have an association, an institution, NIEE, that is actually championing what is meant to be in terms of environment, not just wash, but also the environment and everything around us. So it also represents a set of interconnected principles and practices that are vital to human well-being. Our well-being is dependent on sanitation and our personal hygiene. If your personal hygiene is not so good, you are going to definitely come down with some diseases or some ailments. During COVID, we were told that washing hands were like most important thing that everybody needs to do. And some of us were able to come out of it. Some of us people caught COVID without knowing because of some practices that we were able to carry out. It is also not merely just an acronym, it's a call to action, a commitment to ensuring that everyone, regardless of your circumstances or their circumstances, had access to their essential resources, good toilet facilities, affordable, accessible, clean water, the environment, and GRA. We have some few components of WASH. Number one is water. We need to have a flowing water. But how do we keep that water that we drink? How clean is the water? Is it the boreholes that we have that will make boreholes very close to the toilet that we're using? There are some houses that will go around, especially in Lagos, and some places like in Onitsha. Some of the toilets and the boreholes are almost very close. The toilets are entering, the water, the toilets are entering inside the borehole. And people are drinking it without knowing. These are unsafe. Those people are drinking are unsafe for drinking. There's some places you go in Lagos to, some of the toilets are very close to the boreholes. How do we take care of this? These are some of the components of WASH. Access to safe, clean drinking water is a basic human right. It is also something upon which health, nutrition, and economic opportunities are also being built. Second component is sanitation. How do we keep care of our environment? I must give it to Lagos State government when it comes to sanitation. Even the people that carry dustbin, that pick up dustbin every day. Some people are not paying for those services, but they still come and pick people just to ensure that those debris are not left unattended. Because children are unattended, it's not just causing ailment for people, diseases, it also blocks the drainages. So please, I want us to thank the Lagos State government for the impact they are making on the environment. Inadequate sanitation can lead to transmission of deadly diseases. We know that. We know how prompt we are able to come up to the Ojota dump site when there was an incident there. That is efficiency, that is effectiveness, that is government, that is governance in action. That is Lagos State Ministry of Environment also in action. One is hygiene. In addition to clean water and sanitation, you also need to take care of your personal hygiene. What kind of personal hygiene do you adopt for your day-to-day life? Some people, after using the washroom, they don't wash their hands. I don't know how many people in this room are part of it. Some people don't even remember. Some people don't even know that before you can serve people, maybe like you get right before you serve, you need to wash your hands. Maybe wear gloves, just to ensure that you don't contaminate the foods you are taking to people. These are hygiene, these are some of the personal hygiene that you can take care of. In addition to clean water and sanitation facilities, individuals and communities must also be educated about proper hygiene practices, including hand washing, food safety, menstrual hygiene, and many more. Hygiene education empowers people to take charge of their mental health and mental well-being. And also tell you that my principal for the past 2 years takes care of menstrual hygiene of indigent students in schools, some secondary and primary schools in Lagos State for the past 3 years by providing them access to menstrual pads. Is that bad? Some of us might not know that some students cannot afford menstrual pad as part of their personal hygiene. Is that bad? She has been doing this for the past 3 years. Some students at the same time, as part of her STEM advocate, provide writing materials for some of schools in Lagos State. Some students in Lagos State, not just Lagos State, in most of the state, cannot afford pencil, writing materials, as small as pencil. I would also encourage all of us to join in some of the things that she's doing. Go to your community, look at their needs, help out. It's not what they need is not much, just very little. See how you can help in those communities. WASH is about transforming lives, safeguarding the health and the dignity of individuals, promoting gender equality, and contributing to the sustainable development of the nation. What are the WASH policies? What are the policies that we have in terms of WASH, water, sanitation, and hygiene? WASH policy refers to a set of guidelines, regulations, and strategic frameworks put in place to address issues related to water, sanitation, and hygiene. These policies are actually designed to ensure access to clean, safe drinking water and proper sanitation facilities. Hygiene education for individuals and communities. Like I said earlier, we all come from a particular community. What can we do to give back as engineers and even as non-engineers? Not just in terms of education, but in terms of community development. Let us all go back to our community and see how we can help. We can start from somewhere. Even in your own little community where you live, in your own street, in your own estate, start something. Not just the one government is doing. Try and see how you can also help and encourage government. And also showcase what government is doing in terms of personal hygiene, in terms of WASH, and in terms of cleaning the environment. The goal of WASH policies is to improve public health, promote environmental sustainability, and enhance the overall well-being. I know that Lagos State Ministry of Environment has did a lot, not just in terms of clearing, ensuring that we have very good atmosphere, very good communities, very good environment. Look at most of the rivers and some of these canals and some of the gutters. Who are the ones pouring dustbins inside? Leftover materials that we use in our houses. Who are the ones? They are the ones. So we must support government. And that's all the effort of government. We must support them. How do we support them? Ensure that they have the proper dustbins by your doorstep. Empty them when it's necessary. Don't allow them to overfill. So when they overflow, that Engr comes, they enter the gutters and block the gutters. And government is going to pay more to clean those ones. But if you practice effective and efficient hygiene, it's not going to get to that level. So it's a call to action for all of us, not just because of the policy, but that is because that is the right thing for us to do. The importance of WASH policy, health and disease prevention. If we're able to implement the WASH policies, we're able to ensure that we have access to clean and safe drinking water. We'll prevent waterborne diseases, child and maternal health, adequate wash facilities during pregnancy and childbirth, reduce the risk of maternal and neonatal mortality. Not just maternal, even for us, if you want to live longer, you have to just practice good personal hygiene. One day we are just reading the solution of the giant, because I called him, I'm just hearing, I've seen his pictures in NSE, Secretariat and current council, but I've not really come across to see his citation and his profile. After seeing his profile, I said that he's not dead. He's still living. He lived 94 years. He's someone that we should all emulate. And I must tell the family, I don't think people who push the money or that you are money, no. It should be celebrated all the time. Because I believe that even in this NIEE event, his son we are looking down upon us, seeing what we are doing and encouraging us from above. That's what I think. So food and food security, clean water and proper sanitation are essential for food preparation, cooking and hygiene, contributing to improve nutrition and food security. So what do we do? All we need to do is to know that we all know all the importance of this policy, the importance of WASH. What we need to do is to key into this policy and practice it. We need to educate the people about access, how they can have access to clean water, what they can do to have access to clean water. Poverty alleviation. What WASH control can track communities in the cycle of poverty, illness, healthcare, expenses, and reduce productivity to address poverty. But I must tell you that if you look at a mega city like Lagos and what the government is doing to ensure that WASH policy is being implemented by the Ministry of Environment, and also that government is trying to do to ensure that we have access to clean water, we must applaud them and must continue to do what to support all their initiatives. Environmental sustainability. I remember when my big brother was the chairman of NIEE, they had so many programs that they need to promote the environment and to promote WASH. And I'm also happy that our big brother, their SO, is also following in the examples given by the past national chairman of the institution to ensure that the environment have a clean environment, that WASH policy is being implemented. They also want another importance in terms of resilience to climate change. We know we are in the age of climate change and all of that. Climate change can disrupt water sources and the use of waterborne diseases. You can know that sometimes if you go somewhere in the north now, like Sokoto, rain doesn't fall as it falls here in the south. It's a climate change, but we need to create this awareness for people to know there is one company that did exhibition during the Korean Assembly. They said water gel. They can actually get water from the environment. They can make like 12,000 bottles of water in a day by keeping that particular equipment outside, and water is being attracted from the moisture from outside. And I was really thrilled with that. Some of the policies, some of the things that we should be looking at. How can we mitigate the effect of climate change? How can we ensure that we have adequate water supply and the rest of them? The next is strategic implementation of WASH policy. Comprehensive policy development. Identify the gaps and challenges related to water access and environment hygiene. Develop a comprehensive policy that aligns their objectives, targets, phrases in line with environmental and sustainability goals. I must applaud Lagos State government on this one, on their championing comprehensive policy development. And I must also encourage this vision to key into this policy of the government and ensure that we support them. And I believe that my president also support them. And I know that my principal, when she comes in January 2024, she will also support this program, not just of Lagos State, but of other states of the nation. There's also need for us to have stakeholders engaged. This is something that is very, very common in Lagos. We're always doing that because project management, there's need for you to have stakeholders engaged. We're always engaging with stakeholders, not just one ministry alone. I will single out Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Water Resources, and Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. They are number one when it comes to stakeholders engagement. They like to engage stakeholders. They want to know what is required, what's your need. They are analyzing it and then bring up solutions to that. So when they engage local communities in planning and decision making, understand their unique needs and preferences, and involve them in as well as government authorities. That is why in Lagos, if you send in a complaint that something is happening in your neighborhood, maybe one evening you just wake up and you know that particular thing is already fixed. That is Lagos. I can tell you from my area where I live already. If something is done, you send a complaint. Before the next morning, just give it like 2 days. You come the next morning, you're not going to see that thing again. It's done. That is the result of stakeholders engagement. In terms of infrastructure development, allocate resources for the construction and maintenance of water supply systems, regional facilities, and hygiene infrastructure. If you look around, I don't think it's only when you go to places like Ajebule, all these suburbs, that you can still see open beautification. It's not so much prevalent in Lagos State. But if you go to other states, like if you go to my state, yes, Anambra, there's still open beautification. Go to some states in the north, even in Abuja FCT, there's still open beautification. It's also some of the things that the WASH policy is against, that the WASH policy is also trying to address. So I will also suggest that the Institution of Environment will also key to end this open beautification, make a strong point on that, and support the government, not just Lagos State, not just supporting what Lagos State is doing because it's a national institution, to support what the country is doing in terms of open beautification. You can launch a program on that, stop open beautification by a particular year, do a launch on that, and the DP is willing and ready to support NIEE on that program. Capacity building workshop. Provide training and education programs to raise awareness about the importance of WASH practices, environment conservation, and health outcomes. There's need to have like a workshop, have like lectures on a training on WASH practices, educate people because knowledge is power. It's when people know about something that they will be able to keep to that, or be able to offer solution, or even give advice, or make an input in a particular thing. Build capacity of local communities to operate and maintain WASH infrastructure. What about the market? You can actually go to the market and provide toilet facilities for them. There are some market stores or marketplaces that don't have toilet facilities. So where do they use when they are pressed? That means they do it on the road, or they do it inside the nylon and throw it inside the lagoon or inside the street. We should be able to, as an institution, as individuals, as companies, organizations, support the project of the institution to build a toilet facility. Some of this market. It mustn't be a physical, it mustn't be a block structure. It could be some of these movable toilet facilities. Get some and donate to them. It's part of what WASH is all about. There's also a need for monitoring and evaluation. You don't just buy those things and give to them, buy those things and give to market women or some streets. You must also monitor and then observe what they do. The policy review and adaptation. There's also need for regular review and adaptation of WASH policies and strategies based on evolving needs, environmental conditions, and emerging best practices. In conclusion, I want to say that the strategic review of WASH policy towards sustainable development is not just a choice, it is an imperative of the well-being of our planet, and that's us. By recognizing the independence of water sanitation and hygiene with environmental conservation, we embark on a journey to create a healthier, more equitable, and more sustainable world. Through comprehensive policy development, stakeholder engagement, infrastructure development, capacity building, and the implementation of eco-friendly practices, we have the tools to address the common challenges that stand on the way. In this collective endeavor, let us continue to advocate for sound policies, mobilize resources, and empower communities to take ownership of their water services. By doing so, we not only contribute to a sustainable environment, but also reaffirm our commitment to the fundamental rights and dignity of all individuals, regardless of their circumstances. Together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and realities, creating a future where water policies are not just strategic, but also synonymous with a sustainable and thriving world for all. Thank you and God bless you. Very big thank you now. We have Dr. Felicia Evans and FNSE. Let's take our manager, Health Services, FNSE State Agency, the 15th President of APWEN, the Chairman, NSE Editorial Board, a member, NSE Council, a member, Engineering Commission Committee of CORE. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your assistance, ma'am. Thank you. I'm sure we all came in. You can all see the banner by the entrance there. It's for DD Africa Limited. They are here to give us all, for a small token, general body checkup for ourselves. They have the machines there. Once we have the time, let's go down there to meet them for our checkup. Thank you very much. Now, moving on from our lecture, I'd like to call on Engineer Engr for the good messages, for him to help us coordinate the messages. Engineer.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Once again, we have to really thank the FNSE National President person who made the talk available, as much as we are thanking FNSE for having helped us to fill the gap. Of course, in the audience, we have many persons. We can't go around to everybody seated here, and we would love to have good messages for those of us who represent our invitees from different sectors who are seated here. First on the list, we're calling for the good messages is the Honorary Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, University of Engineering Toriola, FNSE, FNIEE. Please, thank you very much, Engineer. I have to provide the certificate of the Deputy President, FNSE, our own review. Thank you very much for that beautiful lecture. The President of the President of the Chairman. Okay, the President is here. Sorry, I came in late. I don't know the process, the existing protocol. Who are we here? I'm sorry, I think this is of the President. We are very sorry to mention the Deputy First, and our own Chairman of the NIEE, Engineer Dukoya, FNSE. Also, I have to recognize my guy, Engineer Oshodi, Omar Basek. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, fellows in the engineering family, and also our friends in the house. I think it's an honor to give a good message when it comes to an icon that is on the inaugural lecture or memorial lecture of late engineer S.O. Fadahunsi. When you read his biography, I thought a lot lot for the society, and I want to thank the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers for organizing this memorial lecture on this behalf. I think they have done very well. But particularly the main topic for the lecture has to do with water policy towards sustainable environment. The key word there is sustainable. Whatever we are doing, we should think of the future. It's very key for not to come up with a lot of initiative, innovation, and forget the future, because another generation is coming after our own. Also think of how to keep the environment so that whatever we are doing, we don't affect their own living. And the topic has to do with water. I think water is very key. Water is life. But where I work in the Ministry of Transport, and we have been doing a lot to reduce the emission through the innovation we have introduced in Lagos State, and also the TIE. When we talk about flood, it also affects the water and the environment. And because most people don't know that when you do TIE is in two forms. When you are reclaiming land, capture of land, you have to think of the TIE, so that whatever you are doing don't affect the existing infrastructure. You have to do traffic impact assessment, which is very key. Even when you finish reclamation, you still have to do TIE to know how the development will affect the environment. It's also very key that we look into this. And in terms of emission reduction, we talk about climate change. In those days, we talk about August breaks. I don't know whether we have August break now for rain. Every day we have rain. This as a result of the climate change we have. And people in the environment, calling on transport, because transport also contains about 24% of the emission, which we are trying to work to reduce whatever we are doing now, increase the emission. Talk about CNG, talk about LNG, other innovations we are trying to bring in, and also inspect your vehicle. So, on behalf of the ministry, I want to congratulate the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers for organizing this beautiful memorial lecture on behalf of the late engineer S.O. Fadahunsi. And also thank the facilitator, the main speaker of today, engineer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that message. While the paper of the Deputy National President was ongoing, very important dignity worked. She is also a super engineer. She's been very active in the NIEE space. She's no other person than engineer Mrs. Abiola Mushibi, FNSE, so many engagements. She is the permanent secretary office of civic engagement. And engineer Mrs. Mushibi, permit me to use that opportunity to call upon you now to give us your audio message. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Just very quickly. Thank you very much for being here. I'm sorry I'm coming a bit late. I was in conversation with Engineer Majula, so I apologize for coming late. As soon as I came in, I was told I had to do a message. I didn't realize I had to speak. But I just want to say that the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, as we all know, is one of those bodies that really embraces all. As an engineer, whether you're a chemical engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, everything we do as engineers impacts the environment, whether positively or negatively. So this body, I'm just going to say, because I was former chairman of the Lagos Bank. We need you all to sign up and join. Okay? We need everyone who's an engineer here to sign up and join. That is one of my goodwill messages. The late engineer Fadahunsi lecture has been going on for quite a while, and it's an opportunity for us to meet and also deliberate on everything that affects the environment. I want to congratulate the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, national, right, in conjunction with the Lagos chapter, because obviously everything that is done in Lagos, the chapter is aware of it. So, like I said, I want to congratulate the body for this well-organized program. We continue to promote effects of our activities on the environment, and as engineers, we continue to look at or provide solutions to the effect of our activities, because obviously everything we do, we affect the environment one way or the other. So I want to, once again, I congratulate you, and I congratulate all of us for actually making it here in the time, because everything now is so busy, but I want to congratulate everyone for being here today, and I thank you very much for being here today. Thank you.
I was introducing Mrs. Kuchigi, FNSE, FNIEE. I've got to say that she was the past chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Engineers, Lagos State chapter, and we are so glad that she helped to, resurrect that chapter in Lagos with so many activities that she organized. Lagos State chapter is one of the strongest chapters in the country right now. So thank you very much, Mrs. Segida, Mrs. Appreciate FNSE, FNIEE. We appreciate you. On the list of those to be good messages, we also have another female super engineer who is also a permanent secretary in the Office of Lagos State Ministry of Science and Technology. She is no other person than engineer Mrs. Yola Folake, also FNSE.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, sir. I need to stand on already existing protocols. Thank you very much for inviting me for this event. And I must confess, it's my best. It's my first event in a long time. And what I can say is that I promise to be more active and more involved in this house. Unfortunately, as you're building your career, there's quite a bit that you don't have enough time to do. So I do apologize for that. But what I can say is that I'm very impressed with what I heard today. I'm really encouraged to do more when it comes to the environmental space, especially when we're talking about the environment here. And what I can say is that going with the global trend, a lot of things now are hinging on technology. So maybe what we need to do is to look for ways where we can collaborate with the Ministry of Science and Technology. We have a council called LASHRIC. We do a lot of research. So LASHRIC stands for Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council. And in that council, what we do is that we fund a lot of startups, a lot of research work and everything. So when we're talking about the problems we have in our environment, maybe we need to look for how we can apply technology, where we make our problems, we find solutions to those problems. So when we're talking about public defecation, maybe we need to look for how we can convert what the product is to something that will be useful to the environment. And I think technology research is what can do that. So I'm looking forward to discussing further so that we can actually make something out of this and find out why I've been sent to science and technology as an electrical engineer. Maybe this is why, so that we can actually discuss.
I think I will maintain the right to she's taking us to another level about compassion, about research, about science and tech, about all that. Thank you very much. This is also one part when I went to the lab that showed me and you know, a good message, and I said, Madam, you can do it, and you know, she's done wonderful here. So for the expo, you know, we have work to do. You know, we have to ensure that we collaborate, as we say, about how we can improve the environment more. Also on the list of those who will be giving good messages, we have our past national chairman, who is very active to you know, our position to, you know, very, very reputable heights. And there's no other person than the manga, you know, a chief, you know, that could eventually become over. You know, yes. That is also doing his PhD. Is that not true? No. So, yeah. You know, this permits me to invite engineer who he is. You know, he's a true Nigerian. For a maker, how it's not to be sort of and yes for
I think we are starting on a solid foundation. Since structural engineers, I'm safe to start here and establish more protocol. Permit me to recognize my president of the Society of Engineers, Engineer Fadahunsi, FNSE, FNIEE, FNIEE. Even represented by our home, the Chairman Board of Trustees of NIEE, our own father, pastor, I think so, Engineer FNSE, NIEE. The speaker of today is a special species. Someone said the first deputy president of the Nigeria Society of Engineers. People in the house may not know the implication of that. She's the president-elect of the Nigeria Society of Engineers, the first female to occupy that position in the past 58 years. As no other person, Engineer Mrs. Margaret FNSE, FNIEE, that can be simply represented by my sister, that can be praised. She's my sister, and today's presentation has allowed her to win my heart. Anytime you are coming up to represent us in FNSE, cut my foot for your foot. That is Engineer Dr. Milongo. He's a PhD that Engineer Dr. FNIEE. And I think FNSE, the representative, before she goes to the national level, we are going to honor how we are FNIEE. He is my chairman. I'm saying today so that she's a fellow and friend of the environment. My chairman, our own chairman that is performing very well, that's making us proud. Honestly, anytime I look back, I always enjoy that statement that you are not successful until you have successful successor. And I'm proud to say I have a successful successor. Thank you very much. Dr. Fadahunsi is an icon. And the house of Fadahunsi, which is the house, is the house dedicated to engineering in all hospitality, by design, by hospitality, by embracing any time you go there, you know that Fadahunsi will never die. And it's a video show. They represented here our own engineer to do Fadahunsi. Thank you very much for coming on. Our work of greetings to our mama, to the all engineers. We don't alive, and many times God comes back, God allows all the here to today's topic is up and unique and has been well presented. But what I take away from here is the fact that water is so unique that you cannot do without water. When I was the general manager, they go to material testing and as I talk about materials, people will not refer to water. And in my own way, I would say water is the most important material of building. What building wants to drink is what human beings are drinking. If you want that building to breathe very well. It means water serves a lot of purpose, both living and non-living things. And thank our presenter for presenting it in capturing way that we can see the importance of water to our life and our need. But my suggestion for this annual lecture, I think if our board of chairman of trustee and our board chairman board of venues, these are our fathers in NIEE, will help us to consider it. I want us to honor Baba beyond annual lecture we are doing. I think we need to visit Baba's house, both in Lagos and in Nation, and see where we can conduct as our museum that will serve as museum of NIEE, because that stands for the environment of beginning to the end. And if this idea could be punished, I know Mama will always be there to support us. So thank you very much, NIEE, for this plan. Thank you, God bless you.
Also the list of those to be universities, we have somebody who is both town side, downside. When you talk about town, they are the policy, and those who implement policies, the government, NGOs, and the private sector. But what about the down? We're talking about those who do the research, come up with these initiatives. And we have scholars who are also very, very supportive and active in Nigerian students. Yes, we have the pleasure of inviting engineer Tom afterwards, you actually, who's come from far away background.
Thank you very much. Well, I wanted to permit me to stand by the existing protocol because after it was well named, suddenly the immediate past national chairman came and added to it. We call that a post-group structures. And by my own magnitude, if I now stand on it, most likely it will exceed the factor of safety. So very glad to be given this opportunity. And I was initially didn't actually want to take it up, but reading through the citation of Baba, I observed that he attended government college Ibadan, and also worked in Ibadan. And I was wondering, how can a man be 6 grades without passing Ibadan? I'm glad he went to Ibadan. And then he's indeed the legend of our time. And we are very grateful that we have somebody to look up to as a mentor, even after he has left this work. By what he did, lots of records to break. And I just made up my mind that, well, I will try as much as possible to do even more. Perhaps after I leave too, or even before I leave, I may be remembered for good. So it's a lesson for every one of us that whatever you do, it's surely going to count for you, whether alive or when you are no more. So I'm encouraging us all to strive as much as possible to continue in our good deeds in whichever way we find ourselves. Yes, also, when by its record, it's documented that Baba was the former president of FNSE, a former president of Korea. These are the peak of veterinary profession in the country. And so, to now specifically find a division honoring Baba is a great thing, which I want us to appreciate the Institute of Environmental Engineers for taking this lead. I want to congratulate them, or let me say congratulate us for taking that lead, celebrating Baba. Then kudos to NIEE again. This is the 7th edition. I mean, 7 years ago, since the program started, we people kept it alive. And then the kudos also go to the current chairman, Engineer Bukoya, for keeping the spirit moving. And regarding the lecture today, well, shortly before this program was planned, and I saw the name of who is to be the guest speaker, our deputy president, the president-elect, I was about communicating to her that before she was elected as deputy president of FNSE, she was almost all over the place in Nigeria, giving one lecture or the other, here and there. So now, I've not heard about her giving the lecture for quite a while. So I was going to challenge her. When I was thinking of doing that, I saw this. And I said, wow. So I'm going to listen to her once again. And I'm glad, even though she was not here, we have someone that's very competent too. Engineer Mrs. Dr. Agubata. That name is very familiar. And I'm glad that she was able to pass that very much across. We appreciate you for that very good job. Now, the last note, just like I am set to represent the other side of the divide, which is academia, I want to encourage us to find the means of partnering with the academia. And I think the institution or engineering society are more or less the best position to do that besides the government, because the society has the combination of all the down and the gown, or as the case may be, those who are not in the academics, all the engineers, they are like the umbrella that kept them together. So we should build a bridge to connect. So whatever we want to do about the environment, it's important that they have to be sustained the moment you attach research into it. Whatever you do now, once you put research, there will be a continuous effort to sustain it, to improve it. And I think the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers should please go in this route. Finally, on behalf of the Oyo State chapter of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, I congratulate every one of us on this particular program. The 7th edition of the Engineer Chief S.O. Fadahunsi Memorial Lecture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will left you alone. I know you will deliver a speech. course, we know why we're all gathered here. It's because of the family, because of an icon who is living, because he's no longer with us, but his work or his works, we are appreciating now and we are celebrating. Before I call on the representative of the family of Fadahunsi, I want to tell you my own experience with Baba. I used to be one of Baba's adopted sons, because when I was a full soldier with NIEE, elder said, yeah, we should know where and a few here would want me to be a member of the organizing committee for our Fadahunsi lecture there. You know, now it's in the morning. Well, I'll go to Baba's house at Baba will sit me down and tell me about, you know, what happened before independence, all he had done as an engineer, and post-independence to this era. He used to call the presidents by the name of the head of state. He said, I told Gawan didn't take my advice. I told him to do this, I told him to do that. And Olu meant Basajo. Olu is to stop up. But there was one way to hold one of those lectures while I was alive to honor him, because we didn't have money there. I had to go to Baba. I gave him, you know, the letter to send to President Olusegun there to be the chairman of the occasion. Unfortunately, we did an error. We didn't put the dates on that paper for the event. We just wrote and something skipped, and while we were typing, and nobody saw it, you know. And then Baba was blind. He couldn't read. So he too sent it to the former president. So it was when President Lord looked at it, he now called Baba. Baba, that occasion, this is not there. So Baba called me. I went to Baba's house. You know, I took Baba and I apologized and I said, okay, this is the date and, you know, all the other details. So Baba just speak before. He now said, Olu, you know, you are the chairman of that occasion. I want you to come. It says 3 days time. The phone was on speaker. President Babajo was saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On that same day that the event fell, it was at Airport Hotel. So President Olusegun had to delay his flight till late in the evening. I don't know how he did it as a big man who in charge. And President Olusegun came to that event. So we had to allow him to give his own good message so as to go back to the airport. President Olusegun just spoke for 1 good hour. We were extolling the qualities of Baba, how Baba ran the management of housing, pre-independence in the southwestern region of the western region of Nigeria, post-independence, and how Baba never acquired a property in his own name. In fact, he had to tell President Baba said, Baba gave him a form to fill, and Baba paid full mortgage for that housing facility that, you know, President Baba had. So, you know, while I was in the audience, I was also wondering, this Baba, great man, you know, and it has also guided me in my own sphere of life operation as a civil servant. So Baba was actually, you know, a very great individual that is worthy to be celebrated as long as, you know, we, his progeny, are alive. So in that instance, I would like to call on the member of Baba's family at this, the son, sorry. Mr. Tulu Fadahunsi. Yes, he was former managing director of Oshun and Rehabilitation Authority. So please, can we? Before you come from, sorry, there's a white Toyota Hilux. The registration number here will be 894GD. I think it's some instruction. Please, Toyota Hilux, KRD 894GD. Your attention is needed. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you very much to my adopted brother. We've seen quite a few times. He's my president, Nigerian Society of Engineers, and the chairman of the occasion today is Deputy President, FNSE, the chairman, NIEE, Honorable Sir, and Uncle Engineer Oshoji. We go back for a very, very long time. Please permit me to stand on all existing protocols. We've been doing this for many, many, many years, and the family cannot express their gratitude enough to the NSE and the NIEE in particular. I must say that we don't take this privilege for granted. We are extremely humbled by the continued remembrance of my late father. But I don't want to sort of dwell on him being late. He achieved a lot. To reach 94 this day and age is one big feat. And so we were very blessed with it. And he was very, very particular about anything to do with Nigeria, engineering, and in particular water. I have to say the lecture was very, very soundly delivered. Thank you, man. You did a fantastic job. When I first read the topic as they were writing it, I thought, well, wash, what does that mean? But it came across very, very fluidly that we're talking about water, sanitation, and hygiene. Generally, when you look at that, you always think, well, okay, the obvious thing will be that we're talking about how to ensure water makes us disease-free by treating the water after we use, by ensuring that hygiene goes well. So very happily delivered, and I'm very grateful to the speaker also for emphasizing that there's a huge need for plenty of discussions on this issue, for sensitizing people, for plenty of deliveries, this sort of workshops, etc. They're very good. And I have to commend the government, the state governments, in particular Lagos State, and the federal government. They put in a lot of policies that are highlighting and addressing this issue, and they're fantastic work. Thank you very much, all the Lagos State people here. Now, the only thing I would like to contribute is that I'm also an engineer, and we need, both individually and collectively, to do a bit more. We need to look at ensuring that we get private sector involved more. We cannot just leave it all to the government. So we need to look at ourselves and see how we can come in, both individually and both collectively. And I think that there needs to be a clear demarcation between the policy structure, what local people or persons are going to do, and bring everything together through the requisite collaboration. So this is what I think we need to look at. Apart from that, we should also consider local fabrication. We obviously know that in Nigeria, power is an issue. So when we're thinking large scale, etc., to be able to ensure we have that hygiene, we have to be thinking a little bit more outside the box. So I'm hopeful that these august institutions here that have come today are going to help guide us and meet us and lead us in the direction for local, out of the box ways of thinking to ensure that we continue to supply water, get the right sanitation, and ensure that we protect the health of the citizens. Again, I want to thank everybody that has come here for and on behalf of our family and the engineering world in general. Long may it continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my adopted brother. Okay, sorry, I'm the adopted son. I'm being adopted, so maybe I'll add Fadahunsi. That goes to show the kind of relationship Baba had with some of us. Sometimes I will go there and starts to discuss the brings chicken from the fridge and do it hiding. You understand? You understand what I mean? This is the time for vote of thanks. There are two events slated for today. The first event has ended, and we will transition to the second event. But for that, I would like to express our gratitude on behalf of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers. I say thank you to the National President, Engineer Tasiu Idari, who is represented by Engineer Bola Olowe, who happens to be the past chairman of the Institute of Environmental Engineers. We say thank you to the Deputy National President, Engineer Mrs. FNSE, FNIEE, and ably represented by Engineer Dr. Mrs. Alubata. Thank you for the discourse. Thank you for everything. I also thank you, sir, the National Chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers. I said, when we were planning this event, I said, to call her, busy, I said, what's this thing? I will be the chairman of the event. Thank you for your resilience and thank you for your doggedness. I know we have eventually had a successful event. We thank Engineer Oshuti. We have so many elders in NIEE and they keep on supporting us as the chairman board of fellows. So for all the fellows here, this is our guy who did your screen and said, okay, you can become a fellow. Thank you very much. I think we borrowed it from the House of Assembly, all the way from Chris, and from the family of Ms. Fadahunsi, Fadahunsi, represented here by Fadahunsi. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. In fact, I've been discussing Baba's daughter. She's in the UK. So as of yesterday, she now said, oh, I'll be able to come. Please let me send you the contacts of my brothers here because I had lost his contact. So, out of the blues, we started communicating and here he is today. So thank you very much. I'd like to thank yes, there are other family members here. Please can we please stand for recognition? They are also here. Thank you for asking me. And that's the way we are. Whenever Baba is honored, they're always around. Thank you for always coming around. We appreciate it. And for our permanent secretaries who have very busy schedule, Engineer Mrs. Adola Kushigui, PS Office of City Engagement, Engineer Mrs. Kasumo, PS Bishop Science and Tech, and my own very organized AG, FNSE, PS Transportation. This afternoon, I did it before now. He had traveled to Abuja. Thank you for that person. So as I was saying, I've done a coup before today. He travels to Abuja on Tuesday and Wednesday. And we have a series of meetings, late in the afternoon. So I just went to the all meetings for Thursday afternoon, shifted. So that altered his itinerary, even without getting his approval. So this afternoon I told him, okay, we have to put that event. And I said, no, I have meetings that check your itinerary. And the only itinerary there for 2 o'clock is this event. So thank you very much for coming around. We appreciate it. And when I was talking, Engineer Antonio came around now to let me know. It should have been done earlier that he is representing Engineer Mrs. Shashore Shola Mosmola, FNSE, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. You know. Oh, see now. What are the okay? Oh, good. So let's appreciate the PS Minister of Energy and Resources. Then I have been told now that Engineer, yes, I can to be is representing the Permanent Secretary for this job, Scope and Engineer should is unavoidably absent. And as an engineer, if I don't recognize this place now, my file is the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. So all they need is to go back there. In fact, my promotion letter, it is mistake there. They will just make sure that data does not come up. So please, I recognize the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, and this PSO Office of Infrastructure, Engineer Daramola, represented by Engineer Fadahunsi. Thank you very much. So, thank you for the audience. I told you we have elders in engineering, who also happens to be, a recipient of national award. It's not easy to have national award. It's a recipient of national award. And I thank everybody in the audience. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name. We are all cited. I also want to thank especially members of the organizing committee. I was just able to coordinate. Please stand up wherever you are. Members of the organizing committee, I want to give them, a round of applause to make this occasion possible. Please. We all know that somebody made it possible for us to be here today because we are alive. So we give glory, we give thanks to the Almighty God for having made it possible for us to see this day in good health and this event has been successful. We thank God for everything. Thank you very much. Before we draw my certificate of membership of NIEE, I have
Quick one, we want to quickly give an award for being a guest speaker at this meeting. So our Deputy President, President Lect, then we have a female president and the person to meet them, the church line. Giving this award is Honorable, who is signing for the president to give the award to economic states.
Thank you very much, Vice Chairman. On behalf of the President, yes, present this award to our own Engineer Valorant Utala, Deputy President, yes, as the guest speaker at the 7th Engineer Fadahunsi Memorial Lecture today, 7th September 2020. Thank you very much.
Well, in the interim, kindly permit me to call Engineer Ayeni Rashid Ayeni. Permit me to call you by your name, sir. Please, you are wanted in the ITV by the power conferred upon me by the National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. Sorry, sir. You have powers now. I see. To call you, sir. we are, far back, time, and we know that we have some very important persons here who do not sleep, who are always on their toes. And they may not have the luxury of spending maybe 4 hours sitting down,
Sí, que muy feliz. Sí, es lo algo que
Thank you. We'll go to the next recipient of our award for this evening. We'll call it upon Engineer Mrs. Sibilola Olufolake Kasumu, FNSE, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Science and Technology. Hello. Please, can you go forward now? By the power of one upon me. Hello. Hello. It's time to honor one of our own. And here before us we have Mrs. Sibilola Kasumu, who is the permanent secretary at Lagos State Government, and she's had a very productive career that has spanned 25 years, and she's worked in so many sectors within the sphere of Lagos State Government. And she had begun her engineering career in Unilag, and she has a lot of experience. And she's a woman of hard work. She has exceptional skills and acumen. We saw that from the way she spoke during good messages. And she's held leadership positions during her career. And as at the year 2015, she had become, that 2020, she had become a director in the ministry, and by 2015, she had become a full director. Then she was appointed as general manager of Lagos State Legislative Board in 2016, and we have a long list of accomplishments. We will not be able to go through everything, but in the year 2022, she got the gracious approval of Mr. Governor as the permanent secretary and chief with the Ministry of Science and Technology. And since she came there, a lot of changes for positive as they described by the Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Engineer Mrs. Sibilola Kasumu. On behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Edward Adebo, the Speaker of Oyo State, I'm Honorable Samuel Fadahunsi, member representing Atisbo Shatis, House of Assembly of Oyo State. I'm hereby to present the award of recognition of family engineer Mrs. Sibilola Olufolake Kasumu, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Science and Technology. I'm also a member of Mineral Resources for your state. And then you are from other states here. But I'm from Udu, I'm from Secretary. Anyway, welcome. Present the award this evening. Congratulations.
The award is for whom? We.
Thank you very much. Also on the list is one of our own guys. He's no other person than Engineer He's the permanent secretary, Office of Infrastructure, Lagos State, Minister of Works and Infrastructure, and is ably represented by Engineer Kamal Fadahunsi. Engineer Kamal Fadahunsi, this is fellow of the United States, civil engineers, and also fellow of the Society of Engineers. Engineer was born in the early 70s. He also attended UNILAG. He has a basic degree in civil engineering, and he has been the president of Lagos State government for over 27 years. And for that 27 years, he's gone through so many MDs. He started as the Administration of Transportation, where he was involved in traffic management, in the engineering department, and by 2019, he had been appointed the General Manager of Lagos State Public Works Corporation by Mr. Governor. Thereafter, Mr. Governor also saw it to appoint him as the permanent secretary in the Office of Infrastructure. Engineer Darawala is a member of various professional bodies, as I've said, a fellow of the Institution of Civil Engineers, and also a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, and a government registered engineer. He is happily married with kids, and today is represented by an able engineer, Engineer Fadahunsi.
Award of recognition conferred on Engineer Darawala Olufemi, FNIEE, FNSE. In recognition of outstanding support and commitment towards institutional and immense contribution to the growth of sustainable environment. Today, 7th September 2020.
No, we still have a list of our list who are permanent secretaries. On the list also is Engineer Shashore Shola Smola. She's a member of the Institute of Engineers. She's the permanent secretary of the Lagos State Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. She's really represented here by Engineer Augustine Antonio. Please step forward. Can we have our program, please? Oh, sorry. We don't have our so smaller Shasha.
Alex.
No. You want to gain attention, please. Hello, we have our challenges citing her CV, but we always improvise. There's somebody who's very close to her who can paraphrase, Okay. We have a relief. Please, can you scroll it? Thank you very much. I know how to be very active engineer. She's a mechanical engineer. She's with the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. That's very active. We do a lot of interactions together. She's always concise, apt, straight to the point, and she's always technology oriented. Yes. Engineer Mrs. Ashore Sumola, sorry. Obtained a bachelor's degree of engineering. As I said it earlier, she's a mechanical engineer from the University of FNIEE in 1990, and she also has a master's degree in business administration from City University School, London. And her quest for knowledge motivated her to obtain additional degree in purchasing and logistics from the University of London in the year 2001. Before she joined Lagos State Government Service in 2009, she has served as strategic and consultancy levels, having cross-functional responsibilities with major players in telecommunications, petroleum stock market, government agencies, facilities, management, and power generation, international. In Lagos State Civil Service, she served in various capacities, transversing government entities such as public-private partnership office and Lagos State Public Employment Agency. Prior to her appointment as a permanent secretary in Lagos State Government on February 4, 2021, she was the director of the Procurement Agency, where she was a key player in the agency's statewide positioning and development initiatives leading to process and performance optimization. She is a member of the Council for the Regulations of Engineering in Nigeria and also the charter member of the Institute of Purchases and Supplies, CRPS, in the United Kingdom. Here, I present to you Engineer Ms. Ashore Shola, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, ably represented by Engineer Augustine Antonio. And to do justice to that is our past national chairman, the Mogaji of Ibadan, Engineer Ajay. Please, FNSE.
Well, it's my honor to present this award of recognition to our own Engineer Shola MLS for all our contributions to the progress and development of NIEE. Dated today, 7 September 2023. Represented by our own the camera.
One of the questions when the
All chemical engineers can join them. All chemical engineers. This will be part of the professional exam. All chemical engineers are watching.
Yes, the awardee, the last awardee, but not the least, is engineer Oluwole Shotire. Is a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, also a member of the Nigerian Institute of Civil Engineers. Okay, please, can you scroll up his profile? Engineer Shotire. And it's ably represented by our package engineer, chief, doctor, lawyer. Yes, like FNSE, FNIEE, FNIEE. What FNIEE? Dr. Ajabe, please, can you please do us the honor of presenting the award plaque? Hello? Can we have some audience? Hello? When I say hello, please say hi. Hello? Hello? Engineer Oluwole Shotire was born to the family of late engineer EKO Shotire, Mrs. A.O. Shotire. He began his education somewhere in Lagos and later he proceeded to international school for his secondary school education. By 1989, he had gotten a degree in civil engineering from the University of Lagos. Why is that all these awardees today are majority from the University of Lagos? We also back the master's degree in construction management in 1992, also from Yale. He served the country in Delta State as a copper, and there he worked on some oil and gas projects. By the year 2016, after I had gotten into the Lagos State government's employment, I became director, and then he has served in different capacities in different MPs of the states. He was one of the pioneer members of fiscal planning and urban development. Then it was formerly NIEE. Then he had a stint in Lagos State Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. Thereafter, I proceeded to other MPs in the states. And eventually, Mr. Governor crowned the hard work of engineer Oluwole Shotire by appointing him as a government secretary in the year 2022 in the month of September. And he is a member, as I said earlier, of so many professional institutions. He is happily marrying children. Let's give a round of applause for Shotire. To accept this award, here is we have Engineer Ajani and the plaque to be presented by Engineer
Ajani. Well, on behalf of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, division of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, this award of recognition is conferred on Engineer Oluwole Shotire, FNSE M9, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, in recognition of his outstanding support and contribution towards institution and immense contribution to the growth of the sustainable environment. Congratulations.
conference in the
Engineer Kipela, we want to wish you happy birthday. Happy returns, long life and prosperity. Only you deserve this cake for us.
Thank you very much. Nobody is there. Thank you for coming on my birthday.
All the awardees outside. Are you set, sir? So please let us, rise as we usher in the awardees for today's. So when you come in, anyone should be sir, you come to the high table. The awardees will go back to their seats, and we'll continue from there. But kindly lead them in, sir. So please sit down. Please sit down. Because you're sitting, don't worry. Don't wear your cap, don't wear your cap, please. 100,000 naira for you. No, he's saying German.
Sorry.
Please, can we say to it? Thank you. Can we be seated, please? Hello. We will now go to the next item. We had planned for a dinner talk for this event, and that dinner talk is very, very apt. It's designed to put the awardees in the necessary perspective for that highly honored position. And the arrangement is that one of our elders will be in charge of this dinner talk. So I want you all the audience to give your rapt attention to Engineer Yeni as he gives the dinner talk for this occasion. Engineer, this is paper. He has a paper to deliver. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Engineer Yeni retired from the Lagos State Civil Service. He also has permit me to, give you started while I quickly go through your brief as the resource person for this event. Engineer Rashida is a water specialist. He, before he retired from Lagos State Service in 2012, he had worked in relevant water and sewage sector. In fact, he's one of the backbones of the sewage department and the former while sewage was under the Ministry of Environment, and later became Director of Rural Water and Sanitation in the Ministry of Rural Development. He holds a master's degree in water and waste engineering from the prestigious university in the UK, Lahore for Life, and he got a sponsorship that shows that he was one of the best students to have gotten to that point. To enhance his skills, he also proceeded to Lagos University for a master's degree in business administration in the year 2002. It's popular called Baba Irua. I know Irua is water while in service. And as I said earlier, is a recipient of so many awards, amongst which are 1, overall best officer of the year, 2009 senior category University Public Service. 2, National Productivity Order of Merit Award. This award qualifies him to all rights and privileges associated to other national honors, award winners of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the use of the insignia NIEE after his name. He was privileged to have been invited by the presidency as an intelligent person, an egghead, to carve the niche for the country's vision for 2020. He served in the water and sanitation thematic group. Being known for his principle, is a strong believer in knowledge sharing and a prolific writer. To demonstrate his capacity, his character, he has contributed to so many workshops and journals, and has written a lot of papers. And he's given a list of some of these papers here. Number 1 on the list is small scale industries and key to rural development. That is ASCON 1991. Second, fluorides and potable water supply in the UK in 1995. The third one is technology selection for fecal soil pregnancy in the Lagos State government. As a case study, it was done in the UK. Most of the papers they delivered outside Nigeria, apart from Nigeria. Those are just part of the papers that are published. NIEE, though retired but not tired, has worked also as the co-partner to establish a company known as Rosner Nigeria Limited, and he is the CEO. And in his quest for additional knowledge, he registered and passed the exam of the Nigerian Institute of Chartered Arbitrators, and he was conferred with an associate certified arbitrator of the institute. Engineer Aye is happily married with 4 girls. He enjoys reading, traveling. Oh, not a Chelsea fan because it's good football here. And Arsenal, and is a member of our good club. This is just me. Can you please give a hand together for Engineer Aye? Sorry, before I hand over the mic to you, there's a car here that is causing some obstruction, and the car is registered FKJ 736HL. The make is not shown here, but the registration number is FKJ 736HL. The Sienna, the Toyota Sienna. So if you have a Toyota Sienna, ash color, please, your attention is needed. I hope that the last one will be right.
The president is represented by a friend, a colleague, Engineer Fadahunsi, the chairman of our great commission, Engineer Jason Odukoya. Kindly permit me to sustain the existing protocol, especially when my brother from the back has said the platform painted is enough to take our mood. If my brother is lightweight, I think I am paper weight. Having said that, the previous speaker has done justice to what I've been asked to come and talk about. I mean, the lady that represented our deputy president, I think they have done justice to the topic I've been mandated to speak upon. But nevertheless, the aspect of our role in the engineers seems to have been left out in that paper. And that opening or the vacuum is what I've been expected to fill. But before I go further, I have decided you will permit me, I seek your audience to show this particular slide. And the slide has to do with the history of this division itself. The division happened to have been created in 1996. And if you look at the people concerned, Engineer Gio Fashion, who happened to be the first chairman, and we also happened to have mentored people like my good self too, and my senior colleague here, Engineer Ocean. We went through his tutorial or mentorship. And I want also to tell you that today, as we are sitting today, Engineer Fashion died 7 years ago, 1 month and 6 days. That is what today marks. But nevertheless, if you look at the list, you will see Engineer Abigobi, Engineer Sani Okadu, Engineer Obadebo, then Engineer Rita Kolenaro Taiwo, then I Odioke, OSA Famuyiwa, GA Umo, Pastor Aru Abipola, CI Odomo, retired Chief Book Captain, JP Obapolo. Those of us who are familiar with Kenya branch those days, Engineer Obapolo, just like late Baba also used to attend our various meetings. Then you now look at the man of today's occasion, Fadahunsi. You can see him as past president of FNSE. Nevertheless, let me jump and get to the rest of those things. Now, when you see an person as the chairman, somebody here, I mean, I don't know whether she's around now, Engineer Mrs. Igbo Engineer, okay, sorry. Now you can see her, she became the co-opted active secretary of our Lect division. These people constituted in 1996-1998 ESCO, and that is the history of our division. I have already taken you through this so that we can relive the memory of our past heroes and heroines. So having said that, let me go now to what I've been asked to come and do. My outline, introduction, sustainable development goal, the roles of engineers in what sector. Under it, we have planning and design, infrastructure development, technology and innovation, water resources management, capacity building and education, policy and regulation. Conclusion. Engineers play, you all agree with me, that we all play a crucial role in the water. The water, it depends on which profession you are. To an agriculturist, it sustains the plant. To an ecologist, and sustain the environment, including. Then when you now go to transportation, especially waterways, what does it do? It provides means of moving from one end to the other. And then that's even our own body. And almost over 2/3 of our body is made of water components. Having said that, for today's topic, the water I'm going to speak is the water that you and I drink. Those of us who are professionals in that line, we say it should be portable. Not only portable, maybe to a layman, we say it must be tasteless, odorless, and colorless. Those are the characteristics we talk when we say water, water, water. So today, my discussion will be based on water that you and I drink, the one that sustains our life. Then the aspect of sanitation. The lead speaker has spoken about the sanitation, but I want to tell you, sanitation itself is generic. When you say sanitation, you talk about feces, you talk about urine, you talk about solid waste. You also talk about drainage. All these constitute what we call sanitation, and including advocacy. They constitute sanitation if you want to define it in its broader form. But today, what I'm going to limit myself will be the feces and urine. And then the hygiene, which he has slightly, the speaker has slightly spoken about. And that has to do with you and I keeping ourselves clean. And that is the essence of hygiene. So the three components constitute what we call WASH, is an acronym. So having said that, the rate of the ever-growing global population and current increase, urbanization, as well as ensuring access to clean water and sanitation facilities, have become a significant challenge in the society today. And that's why the society are looking forward to you and I to solve the problem as engineers. Engineers play a vital role in addressing these challenges and improving the quality of life for the communities worldwide. But we are now being guided by the SDG. In the past, we talk about Millennium Development Goals. And so we talk about development goals. be limited, so you will pardon me perhaps in terms of slides. So the development goal has now been turned to sustainable development goal, and the one that is of interest to us as engineers, and which constitutes much is development goal 6, and people development goal 3, which has to do development goal 6 guide us in respect of water and sanitation. Goal 3 talk about hygiene. So in essence, if you want to talk about the target or what to be met, so you just have this behind you. The roles of engineers in the water sector planning, it is critical. If you want to do our job, we must plan and decide. Then it's kind of infrastructure development, technology and innovation, water resources management, capacity building and education, policy and regulation. The lead speaker also spoke about policy and regulation in our presentation. An engineer is responsible for planning and designing of water supply and sanitation system nationwide. This requires the leverage of their expertise to assess local conditions, conduct feasibility studies, and develop sustainable and cost-effective solutions in the water sector. When people like us, in our own era, when you want to say, what does engineering principle stand up? We say 3. We talk about cost, we talk about safety and time. But these days, especially the university that we went to England, they have come up with another acronym which we call STEPI. The full meaning of STEPI is that whatever design you are going to do, it must be, or it must meet the social. You must consider the social factor of the end users. You look at the end being, then you look at the kind of technology you are going to give to them. I have seen where, I give you an example. I have seen where a water process happens to have been provided in a particular community. Can you believe? Even the guy concerned happens to be a graduate. What was he doing? You know, the WC that we sit on, what did he do? He squatted on top and it is shared because it was not designed for that purpose. So in essence, whoever has given that technology has given it to the wrong person because the man was used to squatting, and now you are giving to him the kind that instead of him to sit down, the man climbed on top of the thing and it is shared and cut it. So then you also have to look at the economy, which you talk about cost. Then you look at F for finance, then I for institution, then E for environment, which will be of concern to every engineer. The plan includes designing water treatment facility, distribution network, and above all, sanitation infrastructure. Permit me when I want to talk about sanitation. Let me divert a little bit by going to the Bible. In Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 12 to 13, permit me to quote. The Lord instructed the Israelites to keep their camp clean. You must have a latrine outside the camps and go out to this, and you must have a matter among your equipment. And with the matter, when you go outside to ease yourself, you must dig a hole and cover your excrement. This is what they call appropriate technology. You can look at the years when the Bible came on, and you can see what the people have been, Israelites have been directed to do. With that thing, it's telling us who are engineers to now look inward and bring up technology that will be ideal to our environment. Engineers physical illustration in what sector. I have decided to bring this slide. If you look at this, everything, every component in this slide indicates the kind of engineering professionals you need to, if you want to make water. Is it the building? You need a civil engineer. You can see the road, although it's like a walkway. You need an engineer. You see the structure, the tank, the overhead tank. You need a structural engineer. Then when you now move, you are talking about chemical industry. You need a chemical engineer. Even the plastic there is material science. You need somebody that has studied that to know that what type of content you put in there will not become something that will be injurious, not only to himself, but to also the environment and the person that is going to be the user. Then you look at the people. At the end of the day, who will be the beneficiaries? It is the people, and you can see them standing there, waiting for your water to get over to them. Infrastructure development. Engineers oversee the implementation and construction of water infrastructure. They also coordinate the entire process of procuring materials to supervise construction activities.
ensuring that the infrastructure meets the quality standards, complies with regulation, and is also environmentally sustainable. What this particular line is trying to address is what the staffing that I've mentioned, the acronym that I've explained, talk about. Engineers have also collaborate with other professionals, such as architects, environmentalists, to integrate wash infrastructure to urban development plans, technology and innovation. Engineers play a vital role in driving technological advancement in the wash sector. Let me digress a little bit again. Some years back, when wash was to be launched in Lagos State in the year 2007, and the deputy governor was to come over and launch what we call wash in schools, we decided to use the Independent Day as a gathering because so many kids should be there, they will be readily available. So we now thought, how do we go about it? Remember those days, if you want to wash your hand, what do? You have a bucket, then you put a cup on top, and then before somebody will help you, or you help yourself, washing your hand. But when this idea came up, and we are going to do this, or we were to do this at the police college, and Mrs. Choson, who was then the deputy governor, represented the government. We now thought, can we ask her to dip her hand inside the water, and then somebody giving her soap before she can do it? That is when we came, along with my engineers, my supporting engineers, who are made up of mechanical, electrical, civil, including scientific officers. We were more or less complete. So what did we do? I just asked them, look, we are engineers, we must take this challenge. And what did we do? I asked them, go to the market, go and get me plastic bucket. When they bought the plastic bucket, one of them is sharing with collaborate his experience. So when we got the plastic bucket, I also asked them, go and buy me heater, also the nylon. So the nylon. So it is the sodium ion that we use in boring the plastic. And then the plastic tap was available there. You have plastic, but they were not affixed to the plastic. So that is how we were able to overcome just having a container that has tap attached to it. Today it has become a market selling product. You can see everywhere now, everybody is using that. That is their job, and they are coming to solve problems. Then they seek innovative solutions to improve water treatment processes, enhance sanitation methods and optimize resource management. In addition, they explore alternative energy sources, implement water efficient technologies, and also develop smart infrastructure to monitor and control systems remotely. Again, one of them we share, we also got that's what I'm going to say. In Lekki, you are faced with the idea of providing toilet, and then we also have water. And I said, look, we can bring them all together with the youth, and they don't have life. And I said, look, I want these people to enjoy what those of us who are going to be in the urban, I enjoy it. And what we do, we put a solar panel on top of the toilet. We provided them WC. Then during the day, the solar power, we power the bowl. During the night, we will light the toilet. I'm telling you, it became, an issue that everybody, including the community, they all wanted to be living in the toilet. Because it became the balance okay. He said, look, what you are giving us is even greater or better than my palace. But I realized that there will be a tourist center. Because in there you have where Awolowo was jailed in years back. So basically that community used to attract visitors. And if you are having foreigners coming and then what you are giving them is a VIP, I don't think that will say much about those of us who are engineers. And that's why we came up with that innovation. Engineers contribute significantly to water resource management. They assess water availability, conduct technological studies, and develop strategies to ensure sustainable water supply. Engineers design systems for rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, and water recycling to maximize water availability and minimize wasting. Lastly, also work on watershed management projects, protecting ecosystem and mitigating the impact of climate change on water resources. Engineers play a crucial role in capacity building and education because of they train local communities The engineers that work under me, and I believe the same thing applies. We work along with the what we call community mobilizer. We call them community development officers. So they have to work in collaboration for them to be able to drive the project for sustainability. Because when you leave, you must not go back. Somebody must keep the infrastructure ongoing. And that is the more reason as an engineer, we not only train your person, you train your subordinate and train the community that are beneficiaries. Engineers also collaborate with educational institutions and donors to develop. Let me also digress by thanking you, because when I was there, they gave my staff the kind of training that the government will not have given them. And as a matter of fact, most of them, when they go, especially for the donor project, we have what we call the big field office. The big field office consists of Lagos up to Delta, and I can tell you those ones that were representing Lagos State. No, but all young, but I can tell you the Babas from the other state, they put them at their knee because they realize that these guys, they are cutting the stuff. I mean, most of them that went through that training, they will also, confirm that. Engineers provide technical expertise in policy and regulation. Now, basically, in WASH, the national policy has given us that if you want to give water to rural, then you must make it nothing less than that LPC. But if it is peri-urban or so-called small town, it's peri-urban or small town, then it must fall within a range of 60 to 80. But for urban like Lagos or what have you, that those ones, they must have between 100 and 120, but depending on the state. Some states are choosing 100, some states are choosing 120 for their hour. They contribute to setting standards, guidelines, and codes of practice to ensure the safety, efficiency, and sustainability of wash infrastructure. Engineers also participate in research and development to provide evidence-based recommendations for policymakers. Like the madam that gave lecture also did say that research and development must be key. And that is the more reason the challenges you are facing in the field. The people in the academics, like Dr. Ajabianko, they must be able to take it up and find solutions. That is their own area of their own core competence. So those of us, and when I was in service, some of them also attest to that, I collaborated with UNILAG, both UNILAG and LASU. So any issue we have, including salary nutrition, which was later taken up at federal level and then done by Dr. J. But let me now, because my time is limited, but I will not go without just sharing this slide. This slide has been my impetus. It has been what has been driving me in my career. And it is a quotation by one of the past presidents of American Society of Agricultural Engineers, by name Clarence F. Kelly. And what did he say? We, that is you and I, as engineers, have several courses open to us regarding the social and environmental problems of our country. Whether we cause these problems or not, we can ignore them and wait for the politicians, social workers, and general public to solve them. We can say, I told you so, which is basically what most engineers want to be saying, but it's not good for our profession. And this, in many cases, could be true. We can join the public, which is blaming us for technologically related problems, and become traitors for our profession. We can go on the defensive and try to justify our so-called transgression, or we can straighten our shoulder and say, which class I belong. By God, there is another problem for engineers. Let's go on with it. I end my It's all about pots of pots. And that's why you get some information. And it's a researcher. You can put to all African papers, some are water, African water, and all this one see that top of water. The top you can put up to those papers, so it's the researcher. So I'm left edited to see you doing this again, sir. Thank you. On behalf of the event environment, this award is presented to Chief FNIEE, FNWE, IMPO, and FCARP, and also as guest speaker on this Fellowship Dinner Award night on the 7th of September 2023. Thank you, sir, for being here. I think I'll take over from the FNSE for now. I'll just call on Engineer Fadahunsi, who is the chairman on board of fellow to take on this assignment. And sir, you are invited to take your assignment.
It's been a long day. I believe directly having a dinner. The dinner talk is supposed to go along with dinner. On that note, the president of the Nigerian School of Engineer Udiu, able to have our own Chairman of Board of Trustees, Engineer Fadahunsi, the National Chairman, National Institute of Environmental Engineers, Engineer Dukoya, Performing Chairman. For the Board of Trustees Chairman, that these people have raised the bar, starting from Engineer Jadi. Is this still take a bow and let us give him a round of applause. I'm extremely excited at what I'm saying. And like Engineer rightly took us back to memory name, talking about our dear father, you can take your sister. Engineer Geo Fashioner of their memory, who I'm sure will be looking down with spice on his face for what he's seeing. Because of the little seed that they planted more than 25 years ago is germinating and germinating well. Madam Secretaries, They are present. Some of them have gone, but you can still see one of them in our team. All the fellowship awardees, recipients of award of recognition, company awardees, Principal Construction and Stoneworks Limited. Fellows here present, members of our great institution, ladies and gentlemen. Address delivered by Engineer FNSE, NPO, Chairman, Board of Fellows, Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, the Division of Nigerian Institute of Engineers, and the conferment of fellowship during the late engineer SO, Chief SO, Fadahunsi, FNSE, FNIEE, OFR, OOM Memorial Lecture on 7th September 2023 at Dover Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos State. I am delighted to be here. First, to attend the Fadahunsi Memorial Lecture once again, and secondly, to confer fellowships on the distinguished awardees. The Fadahunsi lecture was spread before the passing of Baba, and it is the credit of National Executive Council of our great institution that lecture series have been sustained. It is very thoughtful of the current ESCO, ably led by National Chairman Engineer S. Modukoya, FNSE, FNIEE, to have incorporated a word of fellowships into the lecture this year. On behalf of the Board of Fellows of the institution, I congratulate all the awardees for this great honor about to be bestowed on them. Let me use this opportunity to emphasize that the awardees were nominated and ratified purely on merit in terms of their contribution to the development of the institution in their respective state chapters and nationally. I congratulate our esteemed top government functionaries, especially the permanent secretaries, who have been honored today. I will look forward to them becoming ambassadors of this great institution. In closing, the Board of Fellows has strongly recommended that the ESCO should henceforth include dates of fellowship award. Mr. Chairman, to include dates of fellowship award in the calendar of activities of the institution in order to make preparation for fellowship awards seamless and to assist prospective awardees in putting together all the requirements for fellowship. I thank you for your attention. We now proceed to the main business of the day, which is the conferment of Fellowship 2023. We'll be calling our names in batches. When you hear your name, you drop your spoon and step forward. It's going to be in batches of 5. Engineer Omiri Yoshi Ahmed. Please.
Engineer Alhaji Najim Ahmed is an eminent figure in engineering, standing as a testament to the educational achievement. He was born on the 1st of October 1960 in Shaki, Oyo State. Started his first school at Kini Baptist Primary School in Shaki from 1776. From there, he went to Saridi in Shaki as well from 78 to 83. From there, he went to University of Ilorin, where he studied engineering and finished from there in 1989 to a class upper division. His professional journey, he started as Coca-Cola Cooling Company in Oreniji, Ibadan, where he continued from 87 to 88. Following this, he immersed himself in the realm of engineering. That is Anamco in Enugu in 1989. His commitment to progress manifested further through his role as a member of the Oyo State Rural Reform Board in 2005. The beginning of his journey came with his appointment as the chairman of the Oyo State Rural Supply Center Agency from 2020 to 2023, a testament to his leadership in vital community infrastructure. As a registered member of Forum, his status stands as a beacon of excellence. His hobbies include literature, running, football, and skilled handwork. I give to you all Engineer Alhaji Najim Ahmed.
I, engineer, FNSE, FNIEE, NPOM, by the grace of God, the Chairman Board of Fellows of Nigerian Environmental Engineers, the Division of Nigerian Engineers, and by the powers conferred on me, hereby confer on the fellowship of the institution. This 7th day of September 2023. Congratulations. And the certificate and the plaque. Well wishers are welcome to join them. Yes, the governor is also stepping up. The governor.
While we do that, please the following names.
And for join the yes, congratulations, my peers. And I could have a balloon size at the
Please, the following names, please come forward. Engineer Olutokunbo Olayode Oyenuga, FNSE. Engineer Ajanoku Adekunbo Anthony. Engineer Aziz Agoro. Engineer Adekunbi Adoke Obamonire. Engineer Lukman Adeyemi Alafia. Please come forward.
Please step out as
again. Engineer Olutokunbo Olayode Oyenuga. Engineer Adenoku Adetokunbo Anthony, Engineer Aziz Agoro, Engineer Mrs. Adekunbi Ajoke Obaminore, Engineer Lukman Adeyemi Alafia.
Let us step out. Don't put up your tablets. Don't put your tablets.
Again, Engineer Olutokunbo Olayode Oyenuga, FNSE. Engineer Ajanoku Adetokunbo Anthony, FNSE, FNIEE. Engineer Aziz Agoro. Engineer Mrs. Adekunbi Ajoke Obaminore, FNSE, NIEE. Engineer Lukman Adeyemi Alafia, FNSE, NIEE, MNIEE.
Because of time, we proceed further in batches. And then what will happen is that everybody have your cap ready. And also at the point, you will put your name as appropriate. And then we'll do the handshake with any of the certificates and plaque. Are we ready for this batch? You will put your name as appropriate. Is that okay? I, Engineer FNSE, FNIEE, NPOM, by the grace of God, the Chairman Board of Fellows of the Nigerian Environmental Engineers, a division of the Nigerian Engineers, and by the powers conferred on me, hereby confer on, call your name, call your name, call your name, call your name. I receive your plaque, call your name, I receive your plaque.
Give your blessing.
Give them their plaques and certificates. Finally, we will now have the conference by I don't know where Paparazzi. Okay. Let me show very well. Very well, very well. I confer on you the fellowship of the Nigerian Association of Environmental Engineers this 7th day of September 2023. You can now put your cap on your head.
Round of applause, please, everybody.
You can now put your cap.
Round of applause, please.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, you have to have congratulations.
The photo booth is down the hall. Can I see it there for pictures? Thank you very much. The next batch, Engineer Dr. Moritado Adekilekun Tijani, FNSE, FNICE, FNIEE, FNIN. Engineer Adedapo Adedeji Onofunwa, FNSE, FNICE. Engineer Falola Moshood Olawale, FNSE, FNIEE. Engineer Falipe Oladele El Nathan, Elfad as we call him, FNSE, FNICE, FNIEE, FNICE. Engineer Ninot Muili, FNSE, PMP. Once again, please. Engineer Dr. Moritado Adekilekun Tijani, FNSE, FNICE, FNIEE, FNIN. Engineer Adedapo Adedeji Onofunwa, FNSE, FNICE. Engineer Falola Moshood Olawale, FNSE, FNIEE. Engineer Fadipe Oladele El Nathan, FNSE, FNICE, FNIEE, FNICE, and Engineer Nimot Sweeney, FNSE, PMP.
Please, if you have a stand, just come. The stand is behind you. You have a stand there. Let them come forward. The stand is here. Let them come forward.
Also, Engineer Joshua Akiola, FNSE. Engineer Joshua K. Akiola, please. Engineer Joshua K. Akiola, please.
Can we accept?
To confirm, please. Dr. Daniel, is he here? Okay. Engineer Akiola, Joshua, are you there, sir? Awesome, sir. Engineer Dida Padele Jolofua. All right, sir. Engineer Fala Moshu Lawali. Engineer Padipe. Okay. Kamuili. She's not here. Okay, let's go on.
Okay. Can I, Engineer FNSE, FNIEE, NPOM, by the grace of God, the Chairman Board of Fellows of Association of Environmental Engineers, the Division of Electrical Engineers, and by the powers conferred on me, hereby confer on the name the fellowship of the Association of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, this 7th day of September 2023. Congratulations. You can now put on your cap and take paparazzi quickly for the next batch. It's like it's very good that the spouse around, the spouse are helping to handle some things around.
Please, round of applause for them, please.
Thank you
very much.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Now, while they are finishing up, the next set of persons, please. Engineer Samuel Sunday, aware FNSE, FNIEE, NIEE, FNSE. Engineer Taiwo Olumiwa, Engineer Angela Osioma Ramosele, FNSE, FNSE, FEI, FNIE, MSPIE. Engineer Oseni Abisemi Olarewaju, FNSE. Engineer Adefemi Adedimeji Afolabi, FNSE, FNIE, FWEF. Engineer Olaleye Ekundayo Isa. Once again, Engineer Samuel Sunday Awe, Engineer Taiwo Olumiwa, Engineer Angela Osioma Ramosele, Egimorele, Engineer Oseni Abisemi Olarewaju, Engineer Adefemi Adedimeji Afolabi, Engineer Olaleye Ekundayo Isa. So just to confirm our names, we're here. Engineer Samuel Sunday, awesome, sir. Yes. Engineer Taiwo Olumiwa, Engineer Angela, she's there. Okay. Engineer Oseni Abisemi. Engineer Oseni Abisemi. You're there, okay. Engineer Adefemi. Yes, okay. Engineer Olaleye Ekundayo. All right, that's 6 number. Okay, may proceed, sir.
National.
Are we good to go? Are we good to go?
National.
We use this time to recognize the presence of Rotary Club. Sorry, we've been busy so far, recognized you. Still welcome to you all.
Okay. Okay. What's the year? What's the year now?
I did not tell you. Engineer, FNSE, FNIEE, NPOM. By the grace of God, the Chairman Board of Fellows of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, the Division of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, and the powers conferred on me hereby confer on the Fellowship of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, this 7th day of September 2023. Congratulations. You can now put on your cap. Congratulations.
Please applause everybody, please. A round of applause for them, please. The last batch. Let's get set. Engineer 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 Agidado Yusuf Adebimpe, Engineer Samson Olakunle Ojuawo. Again, Engineer
Mo jẹ ṣeré ẹ̀yà náà. Ilé ìjẹ sáré adjust ara. Mo ti yẹ mo fẹ́ yẹ.
Again, Engineer, Engineer Yusuf, Engineer Professor Samson, that's the last batch we have.
National.
Engineer
Come from your wife,
yes, sir. Again, Engineer Yusuf, and Professor Samson.
The last batch presents
Please, for photographs, we have the photo booth down there. Please, let's make use of the photo booth for our photograph. Sir, photo booth. Three. Yeah, three number, yes.
I, Engineer FNSE, FNIEE, NPOM, by the grace of God, the Chairman Board of Fellows of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, a division of the University of Engineers, and by the powers conferred on me, hereby conferred on the fellowship of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, this day, 7th September 2023. You can now put on your app, and I come and congratulate you.
Thank you, sir. And there we have it. The fellows for this event are well crowned. One more. And that one more will be like 3 or 4. I mean. Follow down, shall we? Photographs, please. We are the photo booth. We have very, very lovely background pictures.
Well, many yes, before you go, please, yes.
Citation of engineer Adida. Engineer Ganiyu Ajati Adedapo was born on the 21st September 1967 in Ibadan, northwest local government area, Ibadan, Oyo State. Engineer Adedapo Ajati got employed with Lagos State government in November 26, 1993 as executive engineer 2 on grade level 8. He was promoted to post of assistant chief engineer on 4th January 2007. Engineer Adedapo Ajati started his career with the Ministry of Environment on 26 November 1993. He was employed to Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency on the 8th April 2004. He was also deployed to his present ministry, Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, Office of General Services, in July 2018, and he has served diligently and selflessly in these places. In the course of his career, he had attended several courses, conferences, workshops, seminars, and training programs. Engineer Adedapo Ajati is a registered member of Nigerian Society of Engineers, FNSE. He is also a registered civil engineer with Council for Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, correct. He received an award of recognition from African Clean Law Initiative in Ghana in the year 2018. Engineer Adedapo Ajati is currently Director of Drainage Construction and Dredging in the Office of General Services, Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. He is a Muslim and is happily married to Ms. Olamide, and the union is blessed with 4 children. He enjoys watching football matches and playing team tennis. On this note, I present to you Engineer Adedapo Ajati, Director of Construction and Dredging, Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources.
Thank you very much, my president, and the chairman of the fellow and other fellows just inducted. I want to present this award to Engineer Ganiyu Ajati, award of recognition for what he has done to sustain the division. At our last AGM in Ibadan, practically he gave a lot of support to us all the whole that conference at Ibadan. And that's what has been a trend that I used to carry on anytime you tell your name. So it's a man that we believe that is there to be recognized for his award and his doing. On this note, I present an award of recognition on Engineer Ganiyu today, 7th September 2024. It's a standing performance. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have further award, but then the people I don't think they are here. Thank you very much. We have also a company that is supporting us, Stoneworks and Physical Construction. I don't think they are here. Are they here? No. So we'll send this award to them and we can have it accordingly. Thank you very much. We have a pleasant day. I have about to night. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. On this note, before I call on General Juro for his vote of thanks, I'll just a reminder to the awardees who will confer feathers. Let's endeavor to remember to drop our gowns on our way out. Thank you very much. Now, for votes of thanks, let us roll, please. I know it's been a very, very tough journey, quite stressful. All the midnight calls and this and everything, I can understand, I can relate. But don't worry, we're coming next year for you again. Agreed. Agreed? Next year is still you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your prayers. Where do I start from again? Well, once again, sir, I have to follow the hierarchy of the profession. The President of the Council, Engineer Tasil, sir, FNSE, FNIEE, FNIEE, who is ably represented by Engineer Ola Olowe, FNSE, FNIEE, FNIC, and so many other members attached. The Deputy National President, Engineer Margaret who is also a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, fellow NIEE, and also fellow Nigerian Institute of Chemical Engineers, who has been represented by Engineer Dr. Mrs. Ubata, the National Chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, Engineer Okoya, the Chairman Board of Fellows, Engineer Oshuti, who is also a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, a fellow of the Institute of Engineers, and Engineer Ayemi, one of our elders who is a recipient of the National Award, and all the highly esteemed guests who made this occasion. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for your cooperation. We appreciate you. We know it's not easy coming around on a weekday, despite your tight schedules. We appreciate all that you have done. And once again, I also want to thank members of the organizing committee who have made sure that they put everything in place to ensure that this program, succeeded. Just as I said earlier, I was just fortunate to coordinate the activities of the organizing committee. I thank every member of the committee, and of course, we give glory to Almighty God for sparing our lives, for making it possible for us to come around today. I want to wish all our members, all those in the audience who have come from far, wide. I wish you safe journeys back to your various destination. I pray that God continues to protect us all. Once again, I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very thank you, sir, for your vote of thanks. Like I said, see you next year as the chairman. To wrap up proceedings for the evening, I'd like to call on Engineer Gege. Is in the house, please, for closing prayer. Then after that, the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. Please, kindly join me in saying the last prayer, the closing prayer rather, by reciting the second stanza of the national anthem. Can we all stand, please? Let's go. Of creation, direct our noble course, guide our leaders right, help our youth true to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you for coming. Please, once again, let's run through our accounts before we leave the bench. Thank you very much.